Data can be the text data or the number or a decimal type of number. In order to store this kind of data, you will need a variable. When you wish to store the data, you also need to know what is a data type. So when you have to store a number, you will need the data type integer or long. And you want to store a specific kind of data, which is either true or a false. Then you need a data type called as a Boolean. When you are going to store a decimal number, then you need a data type that is float or double. And when you are going to store a data type like text, then you need the data type string. So I'm going to create certain variable like say count, which I'm going to initialize as 0. If you are going to give your variable number to begin with, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be anything. The part where I'm going to give a certain number to my count is called as initialization. I have initialized my variable directly inside the class which is outside the function, and such a variable is called as a global variable. Supposedly I have a function containing certain code, and if I initialize this particular variable inside this function, then it will be a local variable. And you can see that I have repeated this particular line of code. You can have the same names for a global and a local variable with the same data type. Let us discuss the scope of a local or a global variable. So the scope of this particular variable is only limited to this particular function. And the scope of this global variable is that it can be used anywhere in this class. I hope this part is clear to all of you. This is a global variable. I have initialized it with the value 0, and the scope of this variable is that it can be used anywhere in this class. Over here, this is a local variable. The name of a local variable as well as a data type can be the same, and the scope of this particular variable is limited to this function. This means that outside this particular function, this variable is not going to be recognized. So let me just show you an example of that. Let us rename this as count1, and I'm going to create another function 2. So you can see that I'm getting an error saying that create a local variable count1. It means that this particular variable cannot be called into this function. That is because the scope of this particular variable is limited only to this function. So let us add the data type and remove this particular error. Before I begin with the next session, I have defined a few variables with different data types. Let me just give you a quick overview on them. A long data type can contain more digits than the integer data type. Similarly, the float can contain less number of digits, that is digits after the decimal point, and double can contain more number of digits after the decimal point as compared to float. A Boolean data type can contain only two values, that is a true or a false. And the string data type lastly can contain alphabets, digits, numbers, punctuation marks, and even symbols like @ dollar, anything. We know that our Java class movie has certain functionalities like genre, title, and ratings, and more in the form of functions. And if you wish to see the output from these three functions, how would you do that? First, we need to create the object of this particular class movie, and then we will also initialize the variable with the data type of this class. So let us do that. Let us just execute once in order to see if this particular class gives us any output or not. And you can see there is no output to show. This is because we haven't called any of our functions or variables into this main method. As I've already mentioned, the main method is the method where you are going to define what is to be executed and only that will be executed. In order to call all your functions that you have already created, you need to create an object. An object is the instance of a class. It basically gives you a way to access all the functions and variables of this particular class. Now, new movie is the object of this class through which we can call our functions, that is actors, and call your genre as I was saying, and you can even call the title of this movie. Now this object could be stored in a variable too. The data type of this particular variable will be the movie, and we are going to assign it as base class is equals to new movie. This is our variable that is pointing to this particular object. It means this variable is storing the object of this particular class, and this is a user defined object. Movie class is defined by you and hence it is a user defined object. So now you can call with the help of base class first title, and then you can call the genre, and now we are again going to execute this particular class. But again there is nothing to display on this console. That is because we haven't included code into this particular functions. For example, let us just add print statement. So let us now click on execute. It has to be executed twice. With the help of the object, we could first execute the genre and then the title. With the help of the same reference to the object, we have called the title and the genre. Stay tuned for the next session. Thank you.